We're going to dig some compost and some straw into this area where we're going to be planting the blackberries. I'll spread out the straw, spread out some compost. Compost is right here. And we'll start tilling. We're also adding some sand from the pile behind us here. We got lots of sand. And since our soil is so sticky clayish, I'm gonna put some sand in there and help break it up a little bit. This is just playground sand. There's no gravel in it. It's pretty fine. Straw bales. This straw sitting here. I've got 2 bales of straw sitting here. We had straw from our kids living with us, and they brought some straw home for Halloween decorations or something like that, and we're just going to till it in. It'll help soften up the soil and add and the straw will help add humus to the soil, and that also breaks up that clay. Makes the soil a lot nicer for the roots and easier to work when you're weeding. Sounds like the neighbor back here must be working on a tree stump or grinding up the tree limbs. A couple of years ago, we had a huge burn pile right here next to where we're working, and all of those tree limbs and raspberry canes and the big burn pile ash is now right there. So as I dump sand, I can see lots of ash in the soil, and that also adds humus to the soil. This row with the trellis post used to be Tulamine raspberries. And we have enough raspberries, but we were experimenting at the time with 14 different types of raspberries. Tulamine were pretty stickery. They were very vigorous and supposed to make a larger berry, but I didn't find that, in our case anyway, they were so vigorous we couldn't control them. The soil must be too healthy, huh? No. So we finally took them out, and we've kept a couple of thornless varieties, and we're thinking we should install one more that I didn't pay well enough attention to, but it's not going here. This will be blackberries. You can see the charcoal bits. See, there's lots of charcoal. We just threw the whole burn pile, ash pile out here into the garden. And it will slowly decompose and become part of the soil, and just put all of that tree clippings pile we had actually back out here. A very quick way to compost your tree trimmings. This is dairy compost. Isn't it pretty? There's no rocks, no weed seeds, just a lot of good humus and cow manure and all the parts to the dairy compost they add in. So on a weekly basis, every day from the dairy, the truck goes out and with a manure spreader type big truck, and dumps the manure from the dairy in the windrows. And then after there's a windrow situated and in line out in the field, then the tank goes over to the pond and sucks all the water and urine from the dairy into the tank, and the tanker goes up and down the windrows and sprays these compost windrows. Then they have a windrower machine that stirs it all up once or twice a week and adds water to that on top of that. So by the time it gets decomposed to this point, it's really nice compost. There's also no dirt mixed with this. A lot of farm stores mix dirt with their compost. This is pure compost right out of the compost pile. So straw can add humus to the soil, and straw can also lighten up the soil and make the soil more airy for the roots, but it also sucks nitrogen out of the soil to decompose the straw. So good reason to put a little extra compost on the pile, and we'll put some straw out there.